Hey everyone, my name's Lily and I'm the book blogger behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm bringing you an Owlcrate unboxing. This may be the first and possibly the last ever. I'm not subscribed to a bunch of boxes. I am subscribed to the Owlcrate book only option, so the book and the pin, because I love the Owlcrate special editions. But in general, I find that book boxes can be kind of hit and miss for me. You know, the specific book box, not even just a book box brand. In general, I've been kind of, hit and miss about certain items, but I have a really good feeling about this June box. They are very late because there is a lot of shipping delays, so I want to give everyone enough time to receive their box. So this won't be going live until probably, middle of August. But yeah, everything for the summer months basically are all delayed, right? So July is also delayed, and then I think they said August will be too. So anyway, let's jump into it. I already know the book because I'm one of those people who are part of those book box, I think it's called Book Box Sherlock or whatever, so I already know the book. And so what I try to do on the book blogger / book reviewer side is make sure that I read an arc of the book, because I don't want to get a book that I don't want, essentially. That it seems like a very simple thing, but that is one of the biggest requirements I have for these kind of like book box things, because I don't want to just essentially pay for a special edition of a book that I know I don't like. And if I can, I will try to read them ahead of time. So the theme for June was Go Your Own Way with this postcard. I'm just going to read it off of this little spoiler card. And also the book for June is Sisters of the Snake. Let me just grab that right now so you can see. This, I really love this cover redesign. I feel like in the past it's also been hit and miss for me, based on like the changes that they were made. If you want, I can film kind of videos about the special editions that I have on my bookshelf, and I can kind of give my thoughts about like the cover design changes, for example, because some of them I feel very salty about. But this one I actually really love the cover. For reference, I'll kind of put the original cover here, but you can tell it's a pretty big difference. This one is this gorgeous teal color. The original one is kind of a yellowy orange, and that one worked really well. But I love how striking the this is the author letter. I love how striking the teal is, just with the text and also with like the main character design as well. And the Owlcrate edition also has a few things. So it's signed by both authors, because this is a sister author duo. I really enjoyed Sisters of the Snake. I thought it was really compelling. It reminded me a lot of, like, I guess if I had to lump it in with some books where it's kind of like, if you like this, then like this. The Tiger at Midnight, A Song of Race and Ruin, and I think those are probably my top two, where it would be like, if you liked this, then definitely check out Sisters of the Snake. So first off, they have this really beautiful naked foil embossing on it. If you can kind of see, it's very shiny, but it's these two snakes. And on the reverse side of the dust jacket is some character art. I have never tried reversing my reversible dust jackets, but I kind of want to try. And I love the idea, I mean, I could talk about this all day, but I love the idea of kind of like special editions with the reversible dust jacket is still has, the title and everything like that. I've seen a few of them, like the Once Upon a Broken Heart pre-order incentive from Flatiron, basically. So anyway, I won't talk about that, but I'm really happy with this edition and just the book pick in general. And while we're talking about that, let me just talk about the pin. You can't really see the pin, so I'll insert kind of like a close-up shot of the pin. But the pin creator for all of Owlcrate's 2021 pins is Icy Designs, which is one of my, if not my favorite pin designer brand ever. So I was so excited for this collaboration. And what I love about the pin is not only that it is subtly reminiscent of the book, that it has quote art, it has all these like hidden elements to it, and it also has glitter red enamel, which is one of my favorite new things that I love about pins, these kind of glitter components of the pins. So in general, I just really love this pin. As I said, I'll do a close-up of it. And let's see, the other items, they included this free Six Crimson Cranes bookmark, which doesn't appear on their little kind of spoiler card, but I really love Six Crimson Cranes, so I was really happy to see this there. So the next item is this Strange the Dreamer inspired gold foil print. I have not read Strange the Dreamer, so this one is probably like my least favorite item, but it's also a really beautiful print in general, and so, you know, I'm not too upset about it. I think that it would be really good on people's shelves, and in general, I just think it's really pretty. I don't know if I will like Strange the Dreamer once I read it, but we will see. The next item is this coin. I'll also include a close-up of the coin. It's really gorgeous. It's heavily weighted, and it is inspired by Fable. So it is a fictional souvenir from the book of Fable, and it's a decision coin. So on one side it says smooth sailing, and on the other side it says rough seas, trade cancel of the Narrows, port of Saros. So I just really love Fable. It was one of these books that took me by surprise how much I loved it. But I've been looking for kind of a nautical sea adventure, and Fable is kind of the perfect book that I had picked up at the time. So I'm very happy with this, even though I don't know how much I'm going to use it as a decision coin. In general, I just really like having this kind of fictional souvenir from a world that I really enjoy. The next item is a Starless Sea themed, and it is a bottle opener. So they had said, I'll include a close-up of this one too because it's super shiny, but they had said that it was going to be an enamel item but not a pin. So I love enamel pins, and so I was very intrigued by what this would be, and it's a bottle opener. So the key thing will kind of help do one of the bottles, but also this thing as well. I don't really know how to describe it. The bottom of the bee. It is so gorgeous, and it also will stick onto your fridge, which I think is very handy. And in general, I'm just really happy with it. I haven't read The Starless Sea. I haven't read any of that author. I think it's Erin Morgenson. I haven't read The Starless Sea or The Night Circus, for example. So I'm really excited for this item, but more kind of like, I think it's a really great functional item with a lot of thought put into behind it. It's really gorgeous, and yeah, it's one of those things where even if I don't have any experience with the fandom, or even particularly maybe even like the fandom, I mean, as I said, I haven't read it yet, it's still something that I would keep around because of how useful and versatile it is. The next thing I want to talk about is this Throne of Glass lunch tote. So I think that the pattern is Throne of Glass themed. I have really no love for Sarah J. Maas, so I was actually thinking that perhaps this is an item that I would kind of unhaul, but it is so useful. I don't have actually a lunch bag, and it is, you know, insulated, and it has Velcro, and so I actually just I'm gonna end up keeping it because it's just so useful, and I don't have any of it. And so this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where it's like, because of the thought and the versatility and the usefulness of this item, I'm still going to end up keeping it, because even though I've never read Throne of Glass, and House of Earth and Blood I didn't really enjoy that much. I thought it was okay. But I still am going to keep it because I think that it's really useful, and I love that some of these items, it's also not like it says Throne of Glass on it either. I think it's a very subtly designed kind of bookish inspired thing, which is my favorite kind of bookish inspired merch, something that is more like an Easter egg, I guess, to fellow readers. And as I said, it's super useful, and I'm really excited that I now have a lunch tote in general. And the last thing is this metal water bottle. So Owlcrate has been doing this series. They call it the Through the Seasons Drinkware Collection. I have the earlier spring one, which was kind of like this little tumbler thing inspired by spring. And this, I think, is inspired by summer. Yeah, summer. And it is just really beautiful. So it has this pattern. I'll also do a close-up, not because you can't see it, but because it's really pretty and I want you to see the details. I don't actually have any metal water bottles. And this is kind of like a nice size, you know, if you want to go for the day necessarily. If you were doing something for longer, I probably would take a bigger water bottle. But in general, I think that it's, you know, checks all the boxes that I look for in an item, where it is useful, versatile, subtly designed, and also really pretty. And so I think that this checks all of those boxes, and I'm just excited to watch it and use it, which is why I was filming this video in advance, because I just want to use all of these items immediately, basically, and not have to keep them in the box. That is all the items in the June Owlcrate box. As I said, I'm very excited with this box. I'm very pleased with this box. I think there are even the items where I don't have that much kind of experience with the fandoms, I'm very happy with those items as well. I'm gonna pick a least favorite and best favorite item. I think that it's really fun to do, and maybe if I do further box unboxings, then I'll do the same thing, just because I think it's really fun, essentially, to do. So my least favorite item, I guess, would have to be the Strange the Dreamer print. As I said, I'm not a fan of Strange the Dreamer because I haven't read it, and also I'm kind of not sure where people display all these prints. I have a bunch of pre-order incentive like prints, essentially, that I really love from books I love, but I don't know what to do with them. So this might be my least favorite, but as I said, I still think it's really pretty. What would be my most favorite? So I guess it's a tie for me. Well, okay, I'm not going to include the pin because the pins are always, you know, one of my favorite, if not favorite element. Especially this pin design, I think, is really gorgeous. I think for me, my favorite item is tied between this decision coin, because I love the duology, and the water bottle. I'm going to have to go with the decision coin. I love the idea of fictional souvenirs. This one is also just really high quality in my opinion because it is weighted so heavily, and the etching or design of it is really gorgeous, and I really loved Fable. So I wanted to pick something where I had more of an emotional connection to the book or book fandom. So I'm gonna go with the decision coin. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. Let me know if you want to see more unboxings if I get future book boxes. And yeah, if you want to see my thoughts about book merch, I have a lot about book merch I don't like and book merch I do like. So if anyone wants to see that, let me know. And I will see you in the next video, maybe also the next box unboxing of sorts. Bye!